Customer retention is a metric used to track the number of customers a business retains over a specific period of time. Simply put, it is a measure of your customers coming back to buy more of your product or service or continuing buying the same product or service over an extended period of time. You are not alone in the world of business if you think the only way to build your book is by adding a new customer. No doubt that new user acquisition is very important, but if you want to sustain growth, then the way to do it is alongside acquiring new customers, you also spend time and resources on customer retention. You'd be surprised to know it costs more to acquire a customer than to retain one. 5 times more to give you a ballpark. Other studies have shown that with a 5% increase in customer retention, a business could potentially gain 25 to 29% in revenue. Repeat customers have been measured to spend an average of 67% more than new customers, and this adds a great amount of value to the profitability of your business. When this investing activity was at an all-time high in the startup ecosystem across the world, startups spent a lot more marketing dollars backed by VCs to acquire more and more customers without a plan to actually engage and retain them. When this frenzy died down, the companies realized the importance of existing customers and how companies had to focus on maximizing and, in a few cases, even introducing the ability to bank on recurring revenue. Companies are now tracking CRR to improve their marketing budget allocation and explore cross-sell and upsell opportunities. Investors are now closely tracking CRR to establish product market fit, stickiness, and the depth of a relationship the company has with its customers. The right question to ask would be what industry the metric wouldn't be relevant in. If you have spent a lot of marketing dollars to acquire a customer, which you as a business would anyway do, wouldn't you want to track how many of them are coming back for more? This entirely depends on the industry you belong to. Certain industries are blessed with user behaviors that infuse a resistance to change and hence a higher CRR. A great example here is the banking and insurance sectors with CRRs of 75% and 84% respectively. Your trust in the service provider is what is a critical factor here. Another key factor in CRR is the depth of a relationship. A prime example of this is Salesforce with a CRR of 91%. Salesforce is deeply embedded within an enterprise through their ERP offering, thus becoming an integral part of an organization. An enterprise looking to switch from Salesforce has to deal with resistance to change internally from their employees and potential data losses during the switch, making the whole process very expensive. Apps like Paytm, Amazon are trying to mimic this with consumers by extending beyond a single product and making the apps an inseparable part of their consumers' life, and as a result, increasing the CRR. CRR alone doesn't tell you the value of the customers in dollar terms. If you consider freemium models, they could mislead the reader of the information. For sanity, it must be read along with net dollar value or lifetime value. CRR doesn't have a specified time period for calculation, and hence it must always be accompanied by the period in question. If the period isn't specified, it could be used to manipulate communication of the metric to a large extent. Conducting a cohort analysis is always a great way to arrive at your CRR. This is because defining the cohort will help you analyze this metric better. The impact of CRR is far-reaching, going all the way up to understanding product market fit, churn, revenue risk, and profitability.